What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm out here on the run, getting things done. Now let's talk about these race relations, particularly interracial relationships. I'm starting to see white women clap back, and I wonder if this is also semi-fueled by black fatigue. But I'm starting to see white women who like to date black men be a bit more vocal about their preference of black men, or overall just why black women should mind their own business and not worry about who they date. This started with a video I seen of a white woman that was talking about a black woman confronted her, asking her, why do white women need to date black men? And that's a very odd question to me. Like, why does anybody need to date anybody? I think people just, they have their preferences. Some women only want to date white men, and that's fine. Some women kind of have a preference for black men, and people try to immediately categorize this as fetishizing, and I don't think that's fair. If she likes things about black men, it may not necessarily be a fetish. That could just be things about black men that she finds desirable, and not some, she just gets hot just because they happen to be a black man. But overall, I think that people should just date who they want to date. Date who you want to date, or don't date. Ultimately, you're the one that has to be happy in a relationship. You're the one that has to be happy with the person that you've chosen. So date who you want to date. This whole thing of trying to check white women over dating black men is a very odd one to me, because it's a bit of a double standard. Because take, for example, Serena Williams, my tennis GOAT, greatest of all time, hands down. I ain't about to argue with y'all. Serena Williams is the GOAT, greatest tennis player ever. But she married a white man, right? And the sisterhood had no problem with it. The sisterhood absolutely loved it. You go, girl. Goals. I love this for you. All of their supportive stuff. Brothers for the most part didn't seem to mind. They're like, okay, she married a white guy, whatever. Another example, the woman who played Precious, Gabrielle, whatever. I always mess up her last name. But she also married a white man, and they, again, love that for her. Oh, girl, get it. I know that's right. Y'all look so happy. Just all this really loving, supportive stuff. LeBron James's son just takes a white girl to prom. That's it. He a sellout. Am I missing something? Like, these two women married white men, and they had no problem with it. They absolutely loved that for them. LeBron James' son took a white girl to the prom, and they had all this crap to say about it. I didn't get that at all. But I bet you if LeBron James's daughter grows up and goes to a prom with a white guy, they will love that for her. So this is why I say you got to do what you gonna do, live how you gonna live, because people always gonna have something to say about it. A lot of times the stuff they gonna have to say about it, it's not gonna make sense. It's coming from jealousy and envy of not being in the position that you're in, not having the options that you have. Even though black men prefer sisters, it's pretty well known, and I know they're gonna hate to hear me say this, but it's pretty well known that black women are the least desired group in terms of dating. Now, even that's a double standard, because black women say this all the time, and it's fine. But if I say it as a black man, I hate black women. See what I mean? That's why I just go ahead and say what I want to say and don't really care too much about it. I don't let people police my actions. I don't let people police my words, because ultimately nothing you do will make people happy. Somebody's gonna find an issue with something you got to say. Someone's gonna take issue with who you dating. Someone's gonna take issue with where you like to have lunch at, what job you do. Just someone's always gonna have a problem with you, man. So date who you guys want to date. Don't worry so much about the noise. If you like dating white girls, go ahead and date that white girl. If you like Latinas, go ahead and date that Latina. You know, date who you want to date. I say that the same thing for sisters. Date who you want to date. But sisters don't really need to hear this, because when sisters go dating on the outside, black men don't typically give them a hard time about it. I'm sure there's a few scragglers out there that'll be like, oh, you know, you lame, you like, I ain't gonna say none of the stuff that I've heard brothers say or whatever. But again, these are far and few in between. They're not common. It's far more common for a black woman to see a black man with someone that's non-black and they got all types of issues with it. So date who you want to date, man. I'm gonna leave it there. Hope that lands for whoever needs to hear it. Date who you want to date, marry who you want to marry, man. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. All that good stuff. Hit me with that like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. Hit me in them comments. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.